Hi, this is Jen with Unchained Crochet. If you haven't done it yet, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to see more items and tutorials like this. Okay, we are here for the final tutorial for the Wild Violets cardigan. Simply make a chain as wide as you would like your ribbing around the edge of the front of your kimono cardigan. And I have made mine 12 chains long. You're then going to slip stitch right in that first stitch. Very corner of the piece. Slip stitch there and then slip stitch up one. And then into the top of that double crochet or the chain, beginning chain that you did. So then you're going to slip stitch there and turn your work. Now this is the tricky part. We're going to double crochet into the back loops only of your starting chain. And you'll see that those are the bumps, and it kind of naturally wants to turn over on you after doing the slip stitching. So you're going to go into the bumps behind the stitches. And I did not go into the first bump because that's kind of counted as my first one that I did with the slip stitching to the main garment piece. And then just continue along across all the back loops. You're going to double crochet. It's a little bit fiddly to go through the back loops, but it's worth it to me. You get a nice chain finish edge to the piece right there, see? So you don't have a bunch of loose loops kind of dangling from the ribbing. So for this ribbing, we're going to be doing all back post double crochets after your first row. And just slip stitching to the main piece of the garment as we go. And if you get to where, you decide, well, I don't want my edging any wider than this, you can always leave those extra chains and go back later and pick those out if it's too wide for you. I just wanted mine about 3 inches. 3 to 4, I think, is a good amount. You don't want so much that it weighs the piece down. We've got one more to go into here. And that is the last one. Get some yarn off here. Okay, then we're going to chain 2. And we're going to just turn the piece. Now we're going to do back loop double crochets. You're going to go around the second stitch and through the front. If you wanted to, I suppose you could do them all front post double crochets if that's more comfortable for you. But I right away wanted to see that line pop up, so I'm doing all back post double crochets. Now, I am going to mirror this video, so hopefully it looks right for both right and left-handed. Okay, now we've gotten to where we slip stitched up, so we're going to stop there. This is where we slip stitch to the body of the piece. And you just want to keep it even. So wherever you need to slip stitch to keep the height even, then slip stitch there. And then slip stitch up till you get to the height that you need for a double crochet. It's usually 2 to 3 slip stitches. It's not an exact science getting those done. You just want to, you know, keep the piece kind of even with the height of your garment. And then just keep doing your back post double crochets. Please excuse the household noise. My husband is in there cleaning some meat to cook. Okay, now I've come to the beginning chain, and you can go around that post if you want. That's entirely up to you, but it's really not going to make much difference if you go around the post or you go through the chain, either or. I like the way it looks to go around the post. And chain 2. And again, we're going to the back post double crochet all the way across again. Doing it this way, it spaces out the ridges just a bit so that it's not too ripply. And you could always do single crochet if you wanted to do single crochet ribbing. That's just not my preference. I want it kind of chunky looking. And I will probably even steam block this edging out. Kind of blow open the ribbing just a bit. Sorry, I've got a tangle in my yarn. Okay. So again, we've come to the slip stitch edge. We're going to slip stitch the next available opening. I would not do around this post again, because with the height of the stitch, kind of wants to be right there. Okay, so I've done 3. I'm going to chain 1, and then go right back to doing the back post double crochet on your first available stitch. Just be careful that you don't treat the slip stitch edge as a double crochet when you come to it, as you're working your way back toward the body of the piece. You don't want to add stitches. And again, it's entirely up to you. I mean, you could do all front post if that's what you prefer. Back post can be a bit fidgety until you get in that rhythm. So I'm going to do 2 more rows with you, and then we'll talk about how we're going to handle the neckline. Again, I'm going to go around that whole post there. Chain 2 and turn. So see, you get a nice ridged effect, and when that is steam blocked open, it's going to make those ridges really stand out. And see that with the height of your stitches, how you go, you know, it kind of keeps it nice and even with the garment itself. Oops, Sorry. So you'll want to do the slip stitch 2 to 3 stitches up once you get to the edge. And this kind of brings us up to the top of the shell right there. Oops, sorry. I'm always bumping this thing. It wouldn't be me if I didn't bump the camera. It's still wobbling. Okay, now we've come to the two more stitches here. Be careful that you don't count them as one at the end. Okay, so that is how you do your edging. Looks really nice. Nice finished edge to that. So you're going to keep doing that and maintain your tension here, you know, that your height matches the height of your rows. And keep going till you get up to your neckline where you joined your, where you joined your pieces in the back of your neck. And when you get up here, you've got that V to work into. So I'll probably stop this and then make another video when I come to that edge. But you're basically going to kind of hold it open there. And then kind of swivel, so to speak, around there. You know, work in some more stitches to the row that you're joining it to. So that it kind of fills that in just a bit with more slip stitches. Okay. All right. That's it for this tutorial.